All right, I'm gonna try something new here. I'm in my car a lot, and that's because I do DoorDash and I do Roadie and Spark and a few other things to make deliveries and get paid. Just want to talk about something real quick with particularly DoorDash. If for people that are just starting out, if you're doing DoorDash and you pick, obviously you want to take better stuff per mile, like say $10 for 3 miles. Well, you're going to see a lot of people here on YouTube and other platforms discussing, saying, I got in my area I get $23 for 1 mile. Yeah, okay, you probably do, but that's, you got to let people know, hey, that's not in every area. That's big, I know 23 for 1 mile is exaggerating, but you get the point. But it's not in every area, and not everybody's going to earn that. And even those people that are claiming they make that on, here on YouTube or social media, they're not earning that on every delivery. So don't let them lie to you and get you flustered when you first start out doing DoorDash, or you've been doing DoorDash or food delivery in general for a while, and you discover in your area you might average $16 an hour. You may end up getting you may have deliveries that are $7 or $8 for 4 miles. That's a good order. A lot of people will be like, that's trash. Okay, maybe it's trash in your area. Like where I'm at here in central Arkansas, I have within 10 miles of, and there's about a 10-mile stretch along the highway where I live, and there's 4 hot spots, like clusters of restaurants that I can hit at different parts of the day, from breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that I can make decent money. And I average in the mornings, it's not very much, obviously depending on the orders that I take. I'm a top dasher right now, and but in the evenings, pretty much, well, there's only one area that's in a bad part of town, so I don't go there at night, or towards dark. Is that mainly because there's only 2 restaurants that are on DoorDash in that area, Chick-fil-A and McDonald's. And but the other 3, I would say there's probably 13, 14 restaurants minimum at each one of those 3 locations that are on DoorDash that serve dinner. Now you're going to see a lot of people here on YouTube talking about, I average $60 an hour doing DoorDash or whatever. Watch their videos for a little while, or look at their bio or description of the video. See if you can find out where they live. Most of the time, they're going to live like California, where DoorDash has a minimum hourly rate that they have to pay. That's just how California works. Or maybe it's in Atlanta, Georgia. Maybe it's New York. Maybe it's Miami, Florida. The thing is, if you're in a small town, like I say, this is a small town. The 2 major towns that I DoorDash in are probably 20 to 30,000 people. I say that's a small because everything's, it's kind of spread out a little bit, but there's a lot of apartment complexes here. There's a lot of housing developments that surround these towns. So like 20, 30,000 people may sound like a big town. I know there's a couple of YouTubers on here that, their town is 5,000 or 6,000 people, and they DoorDash, and they make more than I do. They make like big city money. It's, it depends on your market. It depends on the people that live there, how much they're willing to tip. But I just wanted to say, just don't let people get you discouraged when you hear they claim they make 30, 40, 60, whatever an hour, or they're making $15 for 3 miles. That can happen, that miles per dollar like that can happen in any market. That's completely up to the customers. You don't have to live in a big city to get, good pay, like $2 a mile. I rarely see $2 a mile. Most of my deliveries are $1, $1.50 a mile, which, that's still good, because probably 80% of the deliveries leave me in one of the other 3 or 4 hot spots in this area. So it's, it works out. But just don't, just pay attention to your miles, your money. Don't let people on YouTube telling you they make all kinds of money discourage you. Give it a shot. See what you think.